Grand noon, everybody. T-NocK here with Source Shield. I figured I'd do a lap chat. I haven't done a lap chat in a while. Bringing these back into the routine. We got you on dual mode, so you don't have to just look at my face. But anyways, I figured I'd take you guys along with me. I'm doing all right. I worked all night. It was cold though. Oh, cold. It dipped down to probably mid-30s. That's cold to me. It dipped down to mid-30s. Hey, but we got the job done. I bundled up, but still, you know, the nose gets cold. Ears might get cold if you ain't got a beanie on. Got to wear some thermals out there in the yard. Get breaks here and there. Thaw out a little bit. Anyways, I'm on my lap chat, man. I'm on the lap chat. Got Source behind me. It's been pretty rough trying to sleep lately, I'll tell you that. I don't know if it's the solar energies, maybe a little stress, coming after holidays, whatnot. I kind of cheated on the old diet, I'm not gonna lie. Home-baked cookies, that's hard to pass up. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we're doing what we got to do to burn them off. So here I am on the lap chat. I did swing by the gym this morning. Oh yeah, this energy Source provides me with. And again, if you're not caught up, I'm on almost my 7th year of a spiritual awakening, which started off as just a kind of a health journey, a health challenge. And after 4 months into that, so this was 2019. After 4 months into 2019, I was clean of I quit cold turkey, alcohol, tobacco, poor content like your porn, prank videos. I used to watch a lot of sports. Not hating on it. I just found more useful things to do with my time, which really helped out. But it was 4 months after sticking with it. Oh, and I incorporated. I said, hey, I should be able to get 3 sets of 12 push-ups in a day. You really, me speaking to myself, you really should be able to get that in. So not only did I include something simple as just push-ups at home, because during the COVID, all the gyms were closed, remember? They used to have their gym set up outside and all these tents, and man, that was crazy. I said, screw that. I'm gonna just do this stuff at home. And I started going on walks every day, along with cleaning my diet up, and something big changed. Try it out. Clean your diet up just half a year if you can. Heck, 1 month. Cut all that garbage out that they promote here in the Matrix, all the garbage foods and your poor content, beverages. You'll see a change. It might blow your wig off. Anyways, I felt it down to a cellular level, and it's hard to explain. It's like a knowing. It's like an internal knowing where the efforts you did and stuck with, commitment and dedication. You keep those with you. You achieve those goals. You'll know why you feel good. You'll know why you start feeling great. You're like, man, it's because I cut out all that garbage I used to eat, or man, I got a little more active. For me it did, and I know for others it can as well. And that's what just started the snowball effect. Here I am, 7 years sharing it. I have pictures of my journey, which I plan on sharing. Once I get the thumb drive back, knock on wood. It will knock on wood right here. Think I'm playing? No way. I believe in that. Source hears me. I procrastinated a bit too long. Lost a lot of those pictures in regards to my weight loss journey on that thumb drive, and a lot of my son's early preteen pictures from 12 years old to about 16. I used to take them out to the river and creek, and we just used to rip out some wildlife, bass, perch, crawdads, you name it, bums. We're catching them all. So hopefully I get all those memories back. That's what they are, memories. And I get to share with people. It's nice to have a visual of someone who's actually put in the work every single day. Yeah, T-NocK's still doing it. I got rough days, rough morning. That's probably why I probably couldn't sleep, dealing with those negatives. Lately it's been regret. But we're trying to battle them. Like I said, it's an everyday struggle. So if you're going through it, keep that head up. T-NocK knows what you're going through, and I'm going through the same thing. I should have videotaped those guys. They're sitting there just not a care in the world, smacking on some greens. Look at them. Smacking on some greens. Heck yeah. Oh. Anyways, switch this up a little bit. Bam. There you go. Yeah, I know what you're going through. Ascension symptoms, you name it. You name it. T-NocK's still going through them. Still going through them. Those crazy emotions that hit you even when the full moon swings around. Boom, you're just like, whoo. And I'm a Cancerian. So Luna's my ruling planet. Luminary, whatever you want to call it up there. And I've had direct correlations with my behavior and emotions based off of the phase of that luminary. Along with the solar activities. Hit the like if you felt soul bursting off them CMEs, and all of a sudden we get earthquakes, volcanism, and next thing you know you're starting to run a little hot. You're like, oh, what the heck? You run a little hot, have a little more energy, have a little less energy. I mean, it's mind-blowing when you spiritually awaken how all of this affects you. But then again, you realize, like, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't the sun and the moon affect humans? And then it got me really thinking, what dulled my sensitivity to that stuff? Yeah, what dulled my sensitivity to this stuff? I mean, was this supposed to be happening the entire time of my existence? Come on now, these are questions I ask. Yeah, start looking into the pyramids. Yeah, you start getting on archaics. Start getting a little more curious. And hop back to our everyday lives. See what Michael has to say. You know, it's always something pertains to my life. I think that's how we're growing. Communities build. You resonate with certain individuals, because there's no making up some of these things that I personally go through. And then you hear someone else across the nation or even across the world saying the exact same thing that you may have never even mentioned to anybody. You're starting to think you were going crazy, like you were alone. Watch out for these. Woo! So, these I shared on another lap chat. I was just walking, minding my own business. I had my sweat rag dangling on the leg, right? Well, T-NocK wasn't paying attention, brushed up against one of these bad boys out here trying to slap me some skin, right? Trying to give me a high five. I said, no, thank you. Well, it must have taken offense to that. Come on, really? I mean, I have calluses, but that's on another level, man. So, I was going the opposite direction. I doubt you want to see a busy street. Try to look at an ugly face. Whoa. Anyways, I'm walking down the street. See what these guys had to say. Yeah, I just walking by. I go to wipe the brow. Because, you know, I don't just walk out here just to drag my feet to sightsee. I mean, I could sightsee while keeping up a good pace, keeping that heart rate up. I'm out here trying to burn some calories, trying to stay toned up. I got to remain a citizen of Shred City. I ain't gonna be doing that sitting on the couch, sipping some creamer with some coffee in it. yeah, I like my coffee really light. Maybe I gotta change that up. I go to wipe the brow because T-NocK's got the heart pumping. You know, I'm pumping out here. Not just in the gym and in the sauna and the steam. I'm out here lap check. Look, I'm uphill right now. Just trekking. Blam, what? Get out the way. Boom. I go to wipe the brow. and I see Source had my back. Literally shined the light on one of them thorns. I about just pushed right in my eyeball. Can you imagine that? Just sitting there trying to wipe the brow, get the sweat rag, and just, yeah, that put you down. Heck, I probably would have stumbled off in the street, been on someone's grill. Yeah, that was a close one. I did end up getting one in my index finger, and man, that thing got slightly infected. I'll tell you this though, I would rather catch the ringworm from my gym again than get that dang thorn in my finger. I'm not lying. That thing it was like it was crawling into my finger, just digging in there. I'm like, yeah, couldn't get it out. Every method I tried. Just had to work its way out. Took a while. Anyways. Still, I'm sorry, I gotta undo a button here. Whew. Working up a sweat. But anyways, figure I'd do a lap chat, get the heart rate up a little bit. Plus, it makes me feel better. And coming on here and chatting with you guys. Sitting at home sometimes dwelling. I meditated this morning. It was a rough one. I don't know if anybody watching meditates, but sometimes they're rough. Sometimes a lot of people avoid them because they don't want to sit down with themselves and Source. Maybe they don't want to hear what God has to say. I've been there. I almost cut it short today because, yeah, didn't really like what I was feeling, but I had to sit down. I said, no, I'm not escaping this. This is help. This is healing. So I sat through it, but it was rough. Anyways, I don't know what's gonna be the rest of the day game plan. Like I said, I got off work 7 a.m., went straight to the gym, boom, did some chest and tries. I didn't do any sauna steam. I didn't bring any of my steam room and sauna attire. But I got a good exercise in, came home, tried to nap, tossed and turned for about 2 hours. Woke up, had some coffee. I said, you know what? I said hi to the kids. Got one of my sons and daughters home, and so I'm gonna go on a walk. And then here we are, lap chat. I don't know what number this is, but we're getting some good followers here. I appreciate that. I think the goal for me is just to keep posting until I get that thumb drive back. You know, I put in the work for 6 years, and I'm here for the collective. You know, I'm not some fake spiritual guy. You know, well, you don't know, that's why I'm telling you. But I've done this work, and I was telling my girlfriend last night before work. You know, I work at 11 p.m. and I'm a little cranky, and I'm just like, I'm just on this loop pattern, looping, and I've done so much work. I've conquered so many addictions and bad habits. I've just crushed them, and like I said, lost 97 pounds, just doing simple stuff like this. But all sparked from a cleanse of the body. And from that, just a plethora of positives came through. And I told her, nobody knows this story. That's my fault. You know, I've been battling these demons and the matrix here for 6 years on an honest and authentic spiritual awakening journey. I mean, without some of these channels, I probably would have visited a doctor or a psychiatrist. Like, I'm being honest with you. I mean, some of these symptoms, it's rough. But it takes time to process. And those who are going through a spiritual awakening, an authentic one, they know what I'm talking about. You know. You're not alone. That's why I'm posting these videos. I just bought some more memory or storage on Google. That was going to be an issue. These phones only hold so much. So anyways, we still got a ways to go. I'm going to smack this gum. The beanie's starting to get a little warm too. That's the point. Yeah, Source shining on me. We're keeping them positive vibes. So just remember, you're not alone if you're going through the ringer. You got to battle those negatives. Take care of yourself. mentally, physically, and spiritually. Hit like, hit subscribe. I'm a real living example of someone going from a 3D to a 5D upgrade, ascension, better version of myself, transcending all the above. All right, I'm authentic, I'm real, and I'm still putting in the work. Almost 7 years to date. I'm gonna keep going, and I'll keep sharing. Anyways, until next time, never let your light dim. T-NocK out.